100 episodes, man. As we're about to start the show, I just want to take that in a little bit. As you guys see, the set is a little different. We got it decorated. Shout out to everybody that's been involved, man.
100 episodes. It was 100 headaches dealing with this nigga.
I'll take that. I'll
but
take that.
what I would say is though, you were definitely one of the most consistent people that I know specifically.
Don't forget passionate. Give me all the credits. I'll take it. Give me all the flowers. The vase is empty
Sometimes
right
you put your passion in some wrong places too much, but but I would say
I would assume so.
I would say that it has been a crazy journey, and I'm glad that we're here at the 100th episode.
And not to get mushy, I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. You feel me? You my light skinned brother. You the milk to my coffee. All right, let me.
And the show's over.
Let me. Welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. The ambassador of good times, a.k.a. Address me as a broadcaster, a.k.a. Word of the year is consistency. You know what I mean? For me, and it should be for you. Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, shit, man. I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. one of the flyest ones, a.k.a. I own everything I own.
Okay, I like that.
G-shit. And a.k.a. owner of 2 podcasts.
All right, I like it.
G-shit, man.
Talk your shit.
Shit, man. But this is the 100th episode.
Yes, 100 episodes.
The reason why I'm kind of like, not flustered, because it's like this is the first episode where we don't have a full-blown like itinerary, like we don't have
a
format, so we literally just spitballing
Topics.
as we go. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. I'm not gonna say I never get flustered, as you say, but I don't get nervous. To me, like when I reach a milestone or when I'm about to do something that is hard, I just feel kind of in between. For me, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you worked this hard to get to this point. What's next, right? After you reach this journey. But then I also feel like, all right, you should have been did this. You feel me? That's the other part of me, like, because I feel like I could work a little harder. I could be faster. I could, find ways to, do things a little bit more efficient. But sometimes it's good to take a break and to bask in your accomplishments and to look back and see where you came from. And yeah, like I said, I've been just taking it all in all week, man, just with the messages and the compliments. I like the energy. I like the energy, and I'm looking forward to the next 100.
See,
if you don't get married.
You starting the bullshit already. What I was going to say is, though, I'm very proud of us and the fact that, like, a lot of people who do podcasts, like, I remember we tried to get multiple people on this show, but they said, you know what, instead of doing your shit, I'm going to start my own podcast. Don't get past episode 3, because a lot of people don't realize.
Talk your shit.
But, like, a lot of people don't realize that, like, I know it looks like we just come here and talk shit, even though most likely this episode we just here to talk shit. But we actually have to have a format. We got to have a list of topics. We have to actually tell our jobs, hey, we do something outside.
Yeah, I took that Wednesday off completely. Like, I don't even play.
You should. I had that privilege until I got a new job, and they're like, oh, no, we still need you here. This is a corporate office. You can't. But yeah, man, I'm literally, I won't say I'm proud. It's just kind of weird sometimes. Like, when I post, like, the podcast, people will be like, yo, you do a podcast? This is cool. Like, I found out my grandmother watches this.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Hi, Granny. Thank God we haven't met. She would have some words for me.
Do your parents even know we do a podcast?
They know I do I tell them I do a show, but it's more so I let people find out on their own. Like, however you come across from it. Like, I don't tell nobody on my job, because at my job I'm professional. They call me Malachi, and we are here, guys. Let's get on it. Like, let's do the work and go home and go hard. But outside, like, I have a whole different personality outside. But I get excited, though. Like, I get a rush. Like, I feel great knowing that I'm working towards something. I have a life outside of this. I have friends that love me. I got family that back me up. So it makes going to work worth it. It makes chasing this, this dream we after worth it. So yeah,
Yeah, it'd be weird because like when I leave my house, I can't just wear bullshit anymore. Because
that's
like
true. That's true.
it's
You
like
gotta
it's.
be presentable.
I'm glad to say that like not saying I'm a celebrity in no way, shape, or form, but it's like when I just be out, especially at Chipotle. Like every time I go to Chipotle, I see niggas that know me like yo bro, watch the podcast. By the way, that little nigga be wilding on that shit. That's how the conversation usually goes. But it's like I don't know. It's kind of weird. Cause like
Um,
you know me, I'm a reserved person.
yeah, true. You don't like none of that shit.
You
But
should. I'm the type of dude that's like I don't do really much live. I just record, cut on the camera, it's just me and the camera, and then I
that's
just
true.
show it to the world. I don't even look at the comments half the time.
To be honest, like looking back and thinking about it all, I feel like if I didn't accomplish anything, for this whole 100 episode, I just wanna just make people feel something. Whether you hated what I said, whether you felt some type of way about it, whether it started a conversation. By the way, I just want a type of show where we take a topic, we stand on two different sides of it. You talk to your living room about it or your significant other about it, and it starts a whole different conversation. And the conversation going on and on. And you were like, yo, watch that shit, man. Them niggas was wilding. Like, see what they said. And if you agree with that, that's crazy. Like, we've been called misogynistic sometimes.
I've been called simp. I've been called lover boy.
lover boy, all that.
I've been called bitch multiple times.
And
Multiple
it's all rooted in love. I take it with a grain of salt.
multiple times. See, and this is what happens when grown men show their actual honesty on camera, and then you have to just like take in all the reaction.
And let me come at let me cape for you a little bit. I'll say this. People think like I'm this ain't shit guy that just have wild takes about stuff. It is like no, I have real emotions, I have bonds, and I have a relationship equity with a lot of women in my life, and we have real conversations. I'm not a piece of shit. I actually love women. Shit, I'm probably a bigger lover boy than you. All my friends think I'm in love with everyone I come across. You get what I'm saying? So that's wild. They think like that. That's wild. What's been your favorite memory so far, or your favorite guest?
That's freaking hard, man. Like as far as like a favorite guest, with no bias, it's gonna be the second episode when D'Anthony was here. Rest in
Oh
peace.
my god.
Rest in peace, D'Anthony.
Yeah,
That was
rest in peace,
the reason why like that was my favorite episode is because I was surprised. Like first off, anybody doesn't know, D'Anthony was actually co-founder of the brand Pale, and right now that brand is being worn by like every rapper, every athlete that you can think of, and it's just like it really started with him and KC, and I remember news came out that like him and Casey were getting sued by Birkenstock.
Yeah, I said some shit. I said some crazy
And he said
shit.
some crazy shit.
He called me at work.
Then he was like, "Yo, bro, I gotta come on the show. I gotta tell that nigga like how I feel."
He
this
earned
and
my
that."
respect that day because, like I said, we had an incident not too long ago where somebody took it to Instagram. You get what I'm saying? And took what we say on the platform. I'm easily accessible. I'm not Drake. You could DM me, you could call me, you could find out my number through people that I'm linked with. So whenever we say something, if it's not accurate, like fact check me. I'll come back. I'll apologize. Like my ego, I don't let my ego get in the way of this. You get what I'm saying? Like my job is to talk about what I see, what I hear, and give my perspective. It ends that way. It's not for me to find out your truth, her truth, his truth, and that's too much work. It's your truth. That's what it is. That's what it is. But when D'Anthony called me at work, he was like, "Bro, I got to come back on the show. You was wilding. That's not true. Like I want to come back and defend myself." I'm like, "Wow. Like for you to be so young to not use social media to fight with me or to tag me in some bullshit and have a hate campaign towards me, and you wanted to actually chop it up like grown men, I respected that."
Yeah,
So,
I was just surprised the fact that like he came on and talked this shit, and then literally like what 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, like he passed away, and that shit really fucked me up at work. And it's kind of even hard to watch the footage sometimes because I forgot that like it was such a genuine conversation. I literally forgot that it was like on camera. We put it out there, and then that shit because like people actually were hitting me up saying, "Hey, yo, bro, I know you from like the episode with D'Anthony," and I was like, I know it was getting traction like that. But as far as like one of the worst memories on the show, if I had to think about it, am I allowed to say this? I won't say his name.
You could bleep the name.
I'm not gonna say the name, but there was one nigga that came on this show. He was high on everything. If y'all don't know, like I pride myself, I'm a very good editor. And when I say that episode, I think we put out was like what 55 minutes.
Yeah, and
there was 100
even talking crazy to
There
X.
was 125 minutes of footage I had to take out because this nigga was high on everything. This nigga was cursing. He even violated me in a certain way and I invited him. I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta chill. This nigga came here, broke the toilet.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was hands down my least favorite episode. Especially it was a bitch to edit.
It's crazy. Shit. For me, I think my favorite was the Valentine's Day episode because I feel like I learned a lot about you, how you got your girl, and your ways of gifting, and just you being a puppy in love, and just the stages of just what it's like celebrating Valentine's Day in a relationship versus when you dating somebody. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was fun to hear the perspective of women. Like, for example, when Raina was like, I don't want you to take me on a date where all we do is eat. That's a perspective you don't hear a lot because it's like, of course you got to eat, but what else is there? You feel me? I love learning from women, especially when we sit here sometimes and we have our opinions. So when they come here and they try to educate us in another way, shape, or form, I think that was dope.
You know what I love about that episode too? Like, women like actually like approached me like about that episode, and that was like, not saying they had like bad things to say, but it's like, oh, that's all you do for your girl, this and that. And I'm like,
that was early on.
No. I'm not even gonna go to that part. I'm just gonna say like, so what do you do in a long-term relationship for Valentine's Day? They have no answer because they wouldn't know. Because they so used to dating dudes on like one or two extravagant dates. Oh yeah, you got the rose petal. Yes, you've known him for 2 weeks. He's trying to fuck. Duh.
The rose petals is so 2013 though. That shit is old. Like niggas is still doing that shit. Like it's cute. Don't get me wrong. It's like, cute.
It's cute and all.
But it's a bitch to clean up. I've done that shit recently. Not recently as in recently, but in a few years ago. It was a bitch to clean up. Like they charge you a fee. The hotel allegedly charges you a fee if they have to pick up after you, man. That shit is wild. You feel me? But
what was your least favorite episode?
Least favorite episode, I will say when we had, I'm not gonna put names on it, when we had the fashion dudes on the show. Because I felt like this was a very monotone episode. I know you're talking like, about, yeah. What I don't like is you can't be amped to come on the show when you get here, you all monotone, you all cool, cozy. Like, bro, I'm not, you feel me? Like, you come here, you want to kick it. Like, we came here to kick it. So if you're not going to kick it and you're not going to talk about what you do and be excited about who you are and show off your personality, then you don't need to be here. And I respect that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes by doing this, you realize, like, yo, I could have just talked to this nigga for 5 minutes on the phone and that could have been it. I could have just put this nigga as a cameo in an episode. He didn't need to have his own episode. You feel me?
Well, a lot of people don't understand is, like, especially, like, why I don't put certain people on the podcast is it's like, yo, you a cool person, but, like, how would you talk on camera? Like, can you show your personality to other people? That's like a different type of skill. That's a skill that I'm even still trying to learn after 100 episodes.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yo, but you want to get into, like, one of the main gist of this show, even though it's not, like, a formatted show.
Yeah,
but
true.
One thing I did, I wouldn't say, did I come up with the idea, or we, like, both agreed on it?
We both agreed.
We both agreed on it. Like, there's been times where, like on the live show, like, one thing I didn't like is the fact that people, like, were asking questions, but it's like, I feel like they weren't asking questions that they wanted to know directly about us.
Okay.
And I think that was one of the main points for, like, this episode, because I don't know if you guys can't see it, or can you, no matter how, like, if Madoff's doing his job or not. I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's a
But,
little,
like,
it's
it's a little
not too
hate.
much on my dog.
He's working hard today. He came to work today. But like we do have a little audience like behind the cameras. And one of the main points of the show is that we actually wanted y'all to ask us some questions if you guys had any for us.
Yeah. Well, question. If you guys have any questions for us, any of us, or any subject that you haven't seen us discuss on camera, I'm an open book.
That's cool. I'm okay with answering anything. Just ask more shit about what we do with our
But
dicks.
about
That's
the
all I
craft,
ask.
about the craft.
About what we do in life, not just with our
But
dicks.
for me, I'm not ducking no smoke. 'Cause listen, I'm on the Hennessy right now, and I see blue, green, red, purple right now. What's up?
You should.
Who's
All right.
next? Who's next? Who
So-
wants to come up next?
Who wants to
and,
come up? Who
chop
wants
it
to
up with
just
us?
be like in the background with a mic and ask us a question?
All right.
All right,
All right.
raise
We
your
have
hand
a
first.
volunteer in the back. Come on up and grab a mic. Introduce yourself when you sit down, and yeah, man. What's up, bro? What's happening?
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's on already.
We might got to adjust the camera. It's a tall dude. We got.
Yeah,
You
too
good?
many tall
Okay.
niggas in here
All
too,
right,
bro.
so-
I feel uncomfortable.
Please ask the question again, man.
I got a couple questions. So my first one would be, what is the hardest part about doing this with the production team and you guys being as like?
Do you want me to say?
I'll go. We have a great production team. Let's give out the good before we yeah, I mean, we have a good production team. It's just we deal with very busy people. We have to do better with timing. That's on our side as well. But we have to do better with timing and just execution of last minute ideas. Like when the more successful you get, the bigger you are. And let's say we get to a point where we can have Kanye or Future here. You get what I'm saying? That might be a quick conversation, or we bump into somebody and this happens. So we more so need a crew of people that's ready to attack things like at a drop of a dime. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes things are not lined up in order when we need them done, and we have to plan things out longer than it should. And when we have somebody of importance, sometimes like they might not give us that. We don't have that time as luxury to deal with.
Yo, Cheech, we got a lot of guests.
Yeah, I got that.
All right,
No offense,
that's
but
cool.
like,
Appreciate it.
But no. What I would say is, like, to answer your question is like, one of the hardest parts is really just communication at the end of the day. Because like, think about it, we record on Wednesdays. It used to be 5 o'clock, now it's 7. But it's like it's hard to get certain people to come here at a certain time because first of all, they got a job, 2 jobs, they got kids, they have extracurricular activities. Like it's just hard to just put communication at the end of the day. And you know, like CP time.
Appreciate y'all, boy.
Yeah, for sure, man. We'll link up. We got chop it up. All right. Up next, yes, sir. What's going on, baby? What's up?
What's up, my guy?
Yeah.
What's
How
up?
y'all doing? My name is Blase. I go by Blase the Shooter.
Okay.
I had a question that I
The shooter, meaning with a camera, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotta- Listen, a
all
lot of
friendly,
people
you
get
know,
hit
it's
with
all
the
friendly. I ain't no gangster. I'm a cameraman.
I don't want to next to nobody dealing with no RICO charge.
You should. Hey, I
We said it, we
snitched.
said it.
I snitched.
Thank y'all for having me. No, for real though. But the main question I want to ask is, I mean, it's a new year. You know what I mean? We haven't really talked about what's your goals for this coming on year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You've been doing your thing for a while.
You should, yeah.
Celebrating the 100th episode. I want to know, what do you guys want for this coming year? It's a loaded question, yo.
For me, it would be. I'm not gonna say more. I think more young professionals, meaning like I don't want somebody up and coming that's trying to figure it out. Like that's cool too to get them in the early stages, but I want somebody that's fully involved in what they're doing in their craft. I feel like just sitting here, it gets easier to talk when you're talking about something you're passionate about. So many people get so frustrated in the beginning stages, or they get so excited off the title. Oh, I'm this now. And it stops right there. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing to fulfill that? So when we invite you here, we want to deal with people that is building something so we can all build together, because I might need your services. You might need mine one day. You know what I mean?
Understood. What about you, Gary?
A goal for mine is I want there to be more clips, more shorts.
Oh, it's getting kind of shady over here.
Yeah, shady. I mean, shady.
Hey, it's one of the goals, but like, but
Niggas get their own podcast. Yeah, I mean.
hey man,
Hey, back on.
everyone know me. I'm 100% honest no matter where I'm at. I gotta put them in the hot seat sometimes. But like another thing too, I want to get monetized on all platforms. That's the goal. That's the
Get on
goal.
Spotify,
For
YouTube.
Yeah,
All that
like
check come in, you know.
exactly. That's just the main goal for me. I want to get monetized, and I want to make more good relationships.
All right, for sure. I mean, you guys are really doing your thing, and you putting on a platform where other entrepreneurs could really step up, and you know, it's cool to see other people your age really hustling, going to go get a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you have your traditional means of going to school and stuff like that, and so far, what I've been seeing in the community is the fact that we have so much lucrative ways of making money now. I think that's what the pandemic did to us.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucrative.
All right, let's get a lady up here.
I appreciate you.
Bree, what are you doing in the back? Oh my God, Yami, how you doing? Come on down. If you guys don't know, she'll be here in a second. That's one of the most opinionated. That's one of the strongest women that I know. She is very opinionated, and she tells it how she see it. And yeah, I love that for you.
We talked about that earlier.
How you doing?
It's on. I'm on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
on.
What's up, Yami?
Live. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? Happy 100.
Thank you, thank you. You know we try. You know we
Yeah,
try.
that's what's up.
Light work, yeah, man.
Your little show.
Well, first of all, I love y'all. That's why I'm here. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the 100. I want to ask y'all how y'all think y'all influencing the community. My community specifically, us beautiful young black people. How y'all think y'all putting y'all word out, and how do you think it's affecting us directly?
I can answer that. What I think that's good for what I do that represents the community well is that we two young black men, we speak well, we consistent, because I think consistency is not really shown in our community as much. And like we're a good example of like if we can do it, y'all can do it.
What consistency really looks like anyways.
Pretty much, yeah.
For me, it was more so it's the idea of have proof of concept. We envisioned something, we started to go after it, and we doing it. You get what I'm saying? A lot
Word
of
up.
people have a lot of bright ideas, right? But they don't start. They don't go after it. They don't chase their dreams, and it's like, yo, you could really start at home. Cause I woke up one day. The way this happened is I woke up one day. I called this nigga at like 8 in the morning, and I'm like, Gary, you good at editing. You bodying this YouTube shit. I could talk for hours. We're friends.
Let's put it to good use.
Why are we not doing
Make
this?
it
I said we might
lucrative.
not make money
Yeah.
for a few years, so fucking what?
But you
Let's
gotta start.
do it. We
You gotta
hang out
start.
anyway. We have a lot of views that our peers can relate with. Let's do it. If somebody watches this on their break for entertainment, cool. If somebody go and try to use one of the topics as controversial as they may be to argue with their significant other, cool. If somebody use this as an escape when they get home to watch something funny or interesting or dumb or stupid, then cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, creating movement, you know what I'm saying, in the household, in relationships and friendships, getting the talk going. You know, people don't talk at the dinner table anymore. Well, at least, I don't know about y'all families, but
No, that's actually a good topic.
after school, sit
Everybody go in
down-
their room.
Yeah, everybody's in their rooms, but me, my mom, and my pops, we used to sit at the table,
And talk.
talking about my homework, talking about what's going on. Boy, if I didn't have an answer about what I learned today, it was over.
Out of here.
So I love that y'all creating the movement, y'all creating conversation.
And what's really important of something that we don't do, we don't embarrass the community. I feel like
1000%. We
I feel
embrace
like
everybody.
I feel
I
like
love that y'all love women too.
Oh, wow.
That's why I'm here.
Shout out to the
I love that
ladies.
y'all love women.
shout out to
Definitely.
ladies.
Shout out to
Some-
the ladies.
Sometimes some of us love women too much.
Is there such thing?
No such thing.
There's too much love, right? There's no such thing as too much love. Free love.
Free love.
And then I do want to say one thing I want to see more. Correct me if I'm wrong if I don't follow you on like TikTok or Twitter, but like I want you guys to get on it. Like this is another lucrative way. You know what I'm saying?
That's on me.
Let's get a TikTok account. I don't know if y'all got a Twitter
we got-
account.
we got
Why
TikTok.
not?
We just gotta post more on it.
Okay, it don't exist. Yeah, let's start posting. And definitely, you guys are not on Twitter?
We gotta create a Twitter page for the account. Look at this nigga looking at me.
Because you said it
Like,
already,
you don't have his
right?
own
It
phone.
would just be the smart thing. He said it already?
Nah, you know what? You're right.
Can only do some.
The social media marketing bag is on me, and I have
Gotta
to
get on Twitter, definitely.
I
I mean,
appreciate
Twitter's
the-
my number one app. So
Why I love the fact that you said it. Not even just to show.
we
teachers,
know.
because when women say it, it clicks in a nigga's head faster.
right, because we all know the superior species. We're just gonna, make sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, thanks
Thanks for having me, guys.
You've been on
I'm
number
finally
one
on this
cheerleader
show.
for years now, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that. We gonna get you your old episode too, by the way. My nigga Bones made an appearance. What's Bones? You want to come up here, chop it up with us for a second?
You should.
My guy is what.
up,
Hey,
my guy?
y'all see the cuts? Y'all see how I look? You know what I mean? It's because of this guy. Entrepreneur, speaker,
Yeah,
barber.
this ain't about me. This is
Yeah,
about
I mean,
y'all.
I gotta
Congratulations.
introduce you right. I gotta
Thanks,
get
man.
it right. Yeah.
That's congratulations, y'all, man.
Thanks, man.
For real.
Almost wore those, by
appreciate
the way, today.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it.
I would have to tell you, you have to wait outside if we wore them.
But first off, man, I want to congratulate y'all boys on sticking through and like really, really following through what y'all got going on. Like, there's a quote that I love that without commitment, you'll never start. Without consistency, you'll never finish. And like what y'all shown, what y'all brand is that y'all consistent and y'all able to grow over time. So that's something that's beautiful, especially with two young black men coming together and going into business with each other and working through adversity, because I know this shit's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
But y'all definitely stuck to the plan with the great team that y'all got. You got my nigga Dolph behind, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You guys got a good squad. You obviously have a good circle of people that support y'all, so that's a beautiful thing. But the question I want to ask you is, this year, being that it was the last few years been hard for a lot of people, what would you say was your most vulnerable moment where you had to dig the deepest to overcome, and what lesson did you learn from that?
Wow. Gary, I'll let you take that one away.
Oh, honestly, just being transparent. Like, I don't know if you guys realize, anyone who watches the show, I'm transparent as fuck. Like, if I don't hide anything from anybody, I literally, bro, on your episode, I had the shits. Like, bro, I gotta take a serious piss right now. but yeah, that's just something I've just been always working on, is being transparent with the person. Like, everybody knows, like, I'm a sneaker nerd. Everyone knows I'm in a relationship. Everybody knows that, like, I don't know, I got a weak ass stomach. Like, everyone knows everything about me. So that was just honestly my hardest thing to do, was just being transparent with the people.
For me, well, to add to Gary's point, really is what I had to learn is vulnerability is not weakness, right? Transparency sometimes, like, that's how you relate to people. So I'm not gonna hold you. I learned a lot just from women, just having strength and just getting up and dealing with shit no matter what you phase with. You get what I'm saying? And just chasing the goal. Like, I don't give myself, it's good and bad. I don't give myself enough time to be consumed by any situation. And I'll say it's good and bad because it's like, all right, we gotta go. What's the next move? Like, I want my hands into so many things because after I watched this Jay-Z interview one time, and he said, all you got to do is be right once. You feel me?
Yeah.
So to me, that puts the battery on my back. That's why I'm so hard sometimes on Gary, and I'm crazy with everybody I work with. I'm like, yo, let's try as many things as we can while we young. One of them might work. You get what I'm saying? Versus sitting down trying to plot, plan, and we get nothing done. So
So what was the biggest lesson that you
biggest
learned?
lesson, I would say, just to be start being more transparent with just
In what sense?
with what I'm going through, just mentally. It's like it's there's no shame on saying like you're not okay or you overworked. You feel me? But I had to learn to say that because it's like there's no space besides what we created to come here and chop it up realistically.
So
you
in
feel me?
those moments of feeling like that, what did you anchor yourself with to make sure you didn't lose yourself in your storms?
Just work, and just try to think of the future, bro. Like, I'm a futurist. I'm not even. I'm thinking it for the next 5 years.
All right, so going into business, as a business owner, how often do you prioritize spending time with yourself? Not going to the gym, not talking to nobody on the phone, not watching YouTube. When do you sit still and be present in your thoughts?
Oh, I can answer that. When I play video games.
No, that's playing video games.
Oh no.
When do you sit down when you can concentrate and you're at peace
Wow,
and one with your thoughts? Because a video game is a distraction.
that's true.
That's a distraction.
Well, to answer your question, and
God damn, this
my
nigga
sister
sounds-
my sister
But
knows
look,
this answer.
But look, the thing about it is like you don't have to give a perfect answer.
No.
The only thing, the reason why I'm asking y'all this question is because this is a lesson that I had to learn that took me years to get to this point, to where I can sit down and shut the fuck up and listen to Corey, where I don't have to surround myself with people or have to chase women because I'm lonely, because I'm afraid of having conversations with myself and being alone. Like that's a superpower to be alone by yourself, be able to hear yourself think, and then conversate with yourself and work through those situations. So you say you work hard, but working hard is a distraction, and you say you play video games, and video games distraction. If y'all want to take what y'all doing to the next level, before you can pour into somebody else, you got to make sure your cup is full. Make sure you spend that. If I could leave y'all with anything, bro, that's the biggest lesson that I learned is make sure that you take that time and be alone. Being lonely is scary as fuck. It's scary as fuck. But the reward of being comfortable in your own skin is the best thing in the world. And and what that'll do is it'll open up your mind and give you a greater ability to communicate and interview the people that sit in your chair.
That's true.
Because the more you invest in yourself, the more you have to offer to the people that come on your show.
Okay.
So y'all don't have to come up with a
No,
it doesn't have to be a great
I have
answer.
an answer, Bones. I have an answer. I was gonna say it. My sister actually knows what I do to clear my head. I just go for a walk outside.
That's
I
dope.
walk by the lake.
You
That's
know
all
what's
I do.
crazy? I used to go for walks and I stopped because that's something I used to do with my dad. But wow. I mean, here's the thing. I I love being alone, but it's like my mind. I never sit still. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I can never.
He outside. He outside for.
It's
real.
not even if I'm inside of the house, I'm always thinking, plotting, writing down. Like I'll text myself ideas. Like I don't know. I'm just like to be, because I feel like whatever time I feel resting, I'm missing out on something.
And see, that's why you are where you are, but that's also how a lot of people burn out and fall into depression, because you have to prioritize that time with yourself. Like me personally, I have an alarm on my phone for when it's like, all right, this is me time. Like I go in the morning,
That's some grown
I wake up in the
shit.
morning.
I like
Nah,
that.
real talk. I wake up in the morning. Like I take my shoes off and I walk around my lake. I ground myself every single morning, and I have my time with God before I start my day, because that dictates the energy that you're gonna allow to come into your day. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen somebody that wake up on a Monday and go to a job that they hate? They're fucking miserable.
That's true.
Because they know the first thing they wake up in the morning, they got to go do this bullshit job. But if you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is, I'm spending time with myself. I'm going to love on me. You know what I'm saying? If the more that y'all pour into yourself, the more you'll be able to pour into the people that come on this show. I want to see this shit do 1,000. We want to add another zero to that.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
like
what I
that.
want for y'all, but I want... See, you know, when you come sit in the chair, I talk to you like my little brother, and Gary, when I get the time to chop it up with you, I do the same thing. I don't want to come up here and, like... I'm gonna pat y'all on the back, but I want y'all to leave
like
here
that.
to inspire. Like, there's more work to be done. Like 100 is just the foundation of what y'all niggas is trying to build. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all boys. And let me get off this mic. 'cause
Nah,
I'll talk
I
all day.
appreciate. God
good, bro.
damn, nigga, you that.
Nah, like even though that was
Love,
good
nigga.
that was good words by Bones.
The fuck.
I kind of feel disrespectful just by saying like I go for walks.
Feel like I should be meditating in
Wait, hold on.
China right
Wait,
now.
hold on. Since you guys seen this in real life, I actually do stop the show to go take a piss.
Go ahead. Damn, Bones, I love you, nigga. What the fuck? Alright, quick break, man. He does this at least 3 times per episode.
Should I hear myself?
Yeah,
Stop.
just introduce yourself and
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
My name is Amaya. First of all, congratulations on your 100th episode.
thank you.
That
Thank
takes
you.
a lot of consistency,
Okay.
dedication, hard work, And in all of that, you have to remain creative and just like steadfast in your head. So my question for you guys, especially with you saying like, sometimes you feel work burnout or sometimes you just don't have much to say, how do you navigate like a creative roadblock so that you can stay consistent enough for 100 episodes and so many more?
I'll say something. I don't think me and Gary, we never are short with things to say. It's just it can't make it here because we are gonna get canceled. Because the conversation we have the night before the pod, on the way here, or 2 days before, if we do that, we are out of here.
So it with you and whatever these out of the box ideas are, how do you foresee the show continuing, even though like a lot of the ideas you feel like, they need to be censored or you can't really speak about them without getting canceled? What direction are you guys taking this once the amount of appropriate or like non-controversial?
I'll be real quick. We have to do a better job, and we need. I hate to say it. I don't want nobody to take offense to what I'm about to say. Is we need smarter women on the show.
Here.
Reason being.
Wait a minute.
No,
hold
but
on.
No,
I didn't co-sign
but let me-
that. I didn't.
Well,
hold on.
Let me
I
land.
didn't co-sign
Let me land.
What?
Let him speak. Let him speak.
Let me
speak.
land.
He said it, but it resonated. whoa.
Let me land. Hey, one mic. What I meant by smarter women on the show is like we need people to open up the dialogue about certain things we can't introduce. Like, let's say you come here, you want to talk about the A word. I'm not going to say what it is, right?
I don't know the A
I don't
word.
even know what
Cool.
what is A word.
I'll tell you off mic. But if you introduce that conversation and you have a take and you bring it here, it's easier for us to be ignorant and you able to teach us about what you go through and what other women around you go through versus us the way we see it. It's the same thing for me. Like, I used to ask any women I was dealing with that stupid ass question like, oh, you don't ever get used to your period? Like, does it hurt every time? Like, I used to say that. But it took a few of them to be like, no, the pain is different every time. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. It took for somebody to teach me for me to not be ignorant. So there's a lot of conversations and there's a lot of topics that we want to talk about. We just stay away from them because, one, we don't want to sound uneducated, and we don't want to sound misogynistic to a certain degree. So if somebody that works in the medical field want to come here and want to tell us about a specific part of the human body or tell us about a certain trauma and want to dive into that, I'm all for it.
And that's what I was going to get at specifically, especially with you saying, and I completely understood it in the manner in which you meant it.
Yes.
How it came out was god awful.
Yeah.
But,
we might have
what
to
was
clean,
your,
we might have
what
to
was your
clean that
question
up.
again?
We might have to clean up in our
My
set.
question was, how do you plan on navigating through like creative roadblock? And in that you pretty much answered, and I felt like that I would add on to that with making this a safe space, especially for Black and brown creatives and Black and brown professionals, to have Black women gynecologists come on here if you guys want to talk about sex. Get a sex educator or a relationship educator or
I would
someone
I
who
would love
dedicates
that.
and is passionate, like you mentioned before.
Real estate
about these
agents
topics
and
instead
all
of
that,
just
yeah.
getting everyday he and she people who just know their own personal experience and don't have more in-depth knowledge of what you guys are discussing.
Okay. Well, Gary, it's your turn to answer. Nigga,
I'll
don't
go over creative roadblocks. This sounds like, not say different, but what I like to do when if I'm just like mentally stuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. It works every time, but I actually binge watch 2 shows. I'm gonna tell you the exact shows. One show is Silicon Valley, and the second one is How to Make It in America. For some reason, I get my most inspired when I watch those 2 shows is because I see people working towards something. And actually, when I watch these shows, I don't watch any show. I barely even go on my phone. That's why I love binge watching. Because like every time I actually look at those 2 shows, for some reason, it just gets like a natural spark. Like you see how some rappers, I don't know, drinking lean probably gets them to make better music. It inspires them, but for some reason, those 2 shows gives me all the energy. And when I think of something, contact this nigga. That's the first person that comes to mind. I'm like, yo, we got to do this, got to do that. And that's when
nine times out of 10 out of 10, I'm always up for it. He knows I want to try everything.
exactly.
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me, and I really can't
Thanks
wait
for
to see
having
what
the
you guys
courage to
Thank you.
come up here while your
have
friend
done on
sits
it.
in the corner and not
Come
do
on,
anything.
girl. Bring yourself up here.
I appreciate it.
All right. Up next, I want to bring up Slim. Come up here, man. I want to bring Slim up here for a specific reason. Slim, Gary, you know Slim. Slim
Really?
is my friend, my business
Ebony.
partner.
Ivory.
He calls us Ebony and Ivory. That's crazy.
Wait, can I tell the story like how I met Slim?
That's cool. Go
I
ahead.
gotta say it every time I see this nigga. the first time I actually met this nigga, I actually met him through DJ Pat, and this is at the old club Sugars up in Gardens.
Good times.
Long time. That's a minute.
Good
That's a
time.
minute.
So I would say I was like 17.
That was primetime Gary. That was G Money outside.
Wait, Gary go outside?
Boy, he used to,
Back in the day.
before he had kids, apparently.
Oh wait, relax. That's right. But how I met Slim is that they wouldn't obviously I was underage of 21, and then Pat was like, yo, I know a nigga that looks exactly like you, fam. He Jamaican and light skinned. Meanwhile, you didn't tell me this nigga is 6'4", and meanwhile my 5'7" ass is like
6'1" for the camera. 6'1".
and then literally, I borrowed this nigga's ID, and then I used to get in the club, and then this is the security guard. All right, go in.
That's crazy.
It is because he's high yellow.
Yeah,
That's
the
crazy.
Same color, bro.
He I think he only tipped the security like $2,
Right.
which is crazy.
Oh, bro, I didn't even tell you about my secret about Sugars. You know the security guards wanted the extra dub on top of the dub.
Bruh.
I slipped them the extra $1. So
Nigga,
you got
this nigga
21
was
in
paying
total.
$1 every time, and I was tipping them niggas $20 to get in. I was
I was
hot
paying
when I found out.
$21 each. That's why I always said I'm trying to go out. I had the money for it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll say this about Slim. I'm surprised Slim don't have a restraining order against me. Slim is one of those dudes.
Who said I don't?
Again, he said, "Who said I don't?" Slim will tell you. I would call him about any crazy ideas that I have. And Slim, I would tell you why I love this nigga. He never tells me no. He says, "Cheech, we gotta plan this out. We gotta come up with a
gotta
plan."
tell him no,
You,
honestly. I do it a
you
lot.
tell me everything but no. But that's why I love this nigga because I'm super passionate sometimes. I could be overly passionate, but he's a go-getter like me, and we come up, we made history together. We made a lot of money together. We had a lot of fun together that I
Many
can't,
more to make.
that
Many
I
more to
can't
make.
that I can't talk about publicly. But yeah, man, I just he's an overall good guy, creative, and you're not one of those people that is disconnected. You're always in the know, and I appreciate that. And you even DJ'd our first live event. So do you
do
have
appreciate
yeah, which shit, that was a solid.
For the love. For the love.
Do you have any questions for us? Because you kind of
I got a lot of questions.
Oh shit! All right.
Listen. I brought the tea. I got a lot of questions.
All right, watch it, Bucko.
First and foremost, congratulations, 100 episodes.
Thank you,
I
sir.
love the growth. I love to see y'all come from
appreciate
where
it,
y'all
man.
at to where you were, where you at now. I love it. Black and brown people coming together. It's a beautiful thing.
I would say black
it's
and
a
white.
beautiful thing. I love to see it.
Black and brown.
But no, like to be real, the real thing I want to see like you guys do is I want y'all to reach your full potential. So my question is, and it's similar to what I heard already, but like what I want to know is like what is y'all end goal? Where do y'all see yourselves in 5 years? Because 100 episodes is great. It's a milestone. But obviously y'all not done. And I don't want to see y'all ever stop doing what you're doing. I want to know where do y'all see yourself in 5 years? Do y'all see yourselves interviewing celebrities? Do you guys see yourself interviewing influencers? Where does it stop? Where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
I'll start and I'll try to be as brief as possible, which I know sometimes is impossible. To me, I started this, and this is the conversation me and him go back and forth with. I want to use this to create and put visibility on us. This is like a case study. This is for analytics. I want to get a group of people in a core audience of people that fuck with our message. When I have that type of data, that's when we can go to a network or we can go to a sponsor and be like, hey, I have 10,000 people watching me for an hour to 2 hours long every week.
100,000. Fuck 10,000.
No, I'm just saying 1,000
I
people.
feel
100 million people that tune in every week to watch what we do, and they're in love with who we are. Guess, no bullshit or positive shit. Can we partner up to take this to the next level? That's, to me, that's my ultimate goal. This is to me like the ultimate case study to kind of develop a core audience from scratch. And that's why we don't chase. To me, we don't chase moments. We don't say some wild shit to get traction. I'm not doing challenges. I'm not doing TikTok dances to get popping. Because I could do some bullshit and get us out of here. But I just want to be known and to be respected for what we do, and to be viewed as heterosexual black men creating content. So with that, if it takes us a while to get there, we'll do that, in my opinion. Go ahead, Gary.
So me, where I see this in 5 years is that I actually had a vision that where I want to be, but these are the aesthetics. I want it to be more than a podcast. I want it to be more than a show. I actually would
Network level.
I don't think I even said this publicly, so it's kind of funny. But I kind of want to have see, like we're in a building now. I want to have like my own building, my own huge studio. But I want to build basically an environment for creators to create. Like I want to have different spaces for podcasts. I want to have studios. If someone wants to make like TikToks or YouTube videos, a lot of people want to do a lot of shit with a camera, but they don't know where to do it, and they don't know how to do it. But
Space.
it's
Like
really,
Soho House, in a sense. Like,
not really like a Soho House. Something like, to put an example, like a No Jumper. I want to have my own environment of creators, and I want to do it by being ourselves too. That's what I want.
but one last thing. I always envision having I don't know what it is, but I want an all-female podcast. I want to executive produce it, because I feel like women can have conversations that we can never have. And they could look beautiful while doing it. They could be vulnerable. Whatever women do, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they can transcend what we can ever touch. So for me, that's my dream, to just put a group of women in a position and watch them blossom and turn it up.
Y'all want to be the Tyler Perry of podcast, like open up a whole
50
acre studio and let it go just run crazy.
I'm
No
down with the
Jumper.
space though. Opening a space for creators would be dope. That would be dope, because a lot of people like might not have the space to come execute what they see in their mind. And if you have a space where you can go with different sets and different backdrops, and you don't have to pay a crazy amount to be there, and somebody can see
I like
the
that.
vision, why not?
Cool. So, that was great. Good answer. Love to hear that.
Very
appreciate
political,
it.
right?
Very politically correct. I love it all. All right. So with the bullshit now, because you know what I'm saying, because Bones had like the Nipsey Hussle vibe. You know what I'm saying, motivate y'all to do some good shit. So Cheech, real shit. Cheech, we ain't gonna slow down and like really like get you one. And what I mean by get you one, I mean like no, for real, we all hear you talking. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of girls. I show a lot of girls love, but like you always have a plural at the end of that. When you gonna show one girl all of you? When you gonna settle down and like really like do something with you? Because let me tell you something. Right now I'm single, right? But I was in a very long-term relationship. And let me tell you something. In those years when things were good, I was the best version of me. I got a lot of shit accomplished. Reason why is because, you know what I'm saying, when you have a really good one behind you, you do a lot of good things to make her feel good. He can attest to that.
Yeah, she's the other one to your left.
He a little right. He do a little bit too much, but like I do just I you know what I'm saying, like I love you, Gary. I love you. But like you know what I'm saying, like when is Malachi, Cheech, Malachi, whatever you want to call yourself, vagabond, when are you really gonna settle down and just I want this one and give one your attention, give one your all? I need to know this because I'm your brother. I see what you be doing in the streets. So I'm saying,
Hey, yo! All right, I'll say
you want
this.
some Henny?
First of all, is this a safe space?
Very safe. It's very safe. It's very safe. It's the safest place you can be. It's your podcast. Like you can just edit this bullshit out if you want to, but but you know it's gonna be
Hey,
here.
I get last look. I get the last look.
You can edit this bullshit out, but we know it's gonna be here. You feel me? Like,
Okay, I'll say this, right? Sexual energy, right? Just mental, in all aspects, spirituality and everything. Because it's like when I like somebody, I find them attractive, and I want to build with them. I'm on 10. Let's do all that shit, just like I am creatively. Let's go. Like I'm planning. Like if Valentine's Day is on February 14th, nigga, I started planning that shit in December. I'm a planner. I like to execute. I like to set shit into motion. But my thing is, I do that for undeserving people. Or I do that for people I just met, give them the wrong impression, and now I'm in trouble. I haven't had somebody to go all out for me like I've went out for a lot of people. And for me, it ain't nothing. It's out of passion. I'm a natural lover. Like I could listen, I could go to the movies by myself. Right? But I would prefer to be to be accompanied by a young lady so we can share some laughs, talk about it after, go to dinner, do something. Like I'm always down. Like I'm ready to fall in love today. You feel me? It's just it just doesn't happen like that for me.
no, I hear you, and to be honest,
So I love love. Love don't love me.
I hear you, but to be honest, just hear you talk. You want to date yourself. You're never gonna. No, I'm being real. You want to fuck yourself, and that's cool. But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, I'm a guest on the show.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. You are never gonna find a woman that ticks every box, because I promise you, that woman you with, you don't tick every one of her boxes. I'm gonna be real with you. So at the end of the day, you gotta. If she gotta compromise, you gotta compromise. Ain't no woman ever gonna match 100%.
I don't want
of your
somebody
energy.
to be perfect. I just
Ain't
want
nobody
somebody
saying
to be,
settle. Nobody's saying settle.
No, I want somebody to be compatible. I just haven't found it yet.
Okay,
I'm not
all right.
saying she doesn't
Okay.
exist.
I think your standards are
for
high.
the camera,
All right,
ladies.
I think you got high ass standards, but I got one for you, Greg.
Greg?
Gary,
The Hennessy.
the Hennessy is kicking in.
The Hennessy in
The
there.
Hennessy
my own
is
show.
kicking in.
Gary, the Hennessy kicking in. My fault, Gary.
Really?
I'm drinking Hennessy out of a wine glass. That's how you know I'm a fucking alcoholic. Gary, I got a question for you. Right?
All yours.
I'll ask one for both of y'all, one for him. I'll ask one for you. All right? Why ain't you proposed yet?
Oh my God! What about what?
No, I'm gonna ask you why. I'm gonna tell you why I said that.
Question. It's not a crazy question.
It's not crazy.
It's not a crazy. Hey, whoa!
It's not crazy.
It's not a crazy question.
It's really
He's
not
in
crazy.
love.
It's not a crazy.
It's really not crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's not crazy.
My
Reason
niggas-
why?
my niggas
How
6
many
years
years been
in.
together?
Wait.
How many
Can
years?
One mic.
Wait.
One mic.
I don't know. Wait.
How many
wait.
years? Real quick. How many years?
We've been together for 5 years.
5 years.
Five and a half. Five and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on this pod. I watch y'all shows.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see all the users, you'll see Slim on 100 episodes or 99 of them when this post. You feel me? But the reason why I asked that is because some way, somehow, you squeeze your girl in. It could be the most meaningless topic, but some way, somehow, you find a way to squeeze. If you had a one good girl, you wouldn't be in trouble. So I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't
That's
do
how you know I watch the show.
every
That's how you
time.
know I'm verbatim what you say every fucking
don't do
time.
it every
99 times.
You would drink down liquor if you had a good girl.
It's a narrative.
Hey, not
Oh,
too
no.
much
Let me.
again.
So I need to know.
Let me answer.
Man to man. 'Cause
Man to
if
man.
I talk the way you talk, I'm in love, head over heels.
Of course.
Why you ain't married her yet?
Man to man, light skin to light skin.
Light skin to light skin.
We're gonna break down.
Brown skin to light skin.
We're gonna
Talk your
Jamaican
shit,
to Jamaican.
nigga.
Jamaican to
break down
Jamaican.
to
I
it.
give you that. All right.
Okay, so the reason why I haven't proposed to my beautiful girlfriend Gaio as of yet is because
Name dropping.
He
All right.
name
He
dropping.
love. Okay. That's love.
everybody it's not really news at this point. It's not news. but like the reason why I haven't proposed is because you gotta look at today, man. I think it's mad corny if the people is like, oh, they throw a whole engagement party. Oh, you got the flowers, you got the ring, the people, the big party. 4 years later, they're not married yet.
That's true.
What's the point of that?
It's expensive.
And you
Love
gotta-
is expensive.
And you got to think about it. If you can barely afford the ring, why are you getting married now? And even with me, like I think me and my girlfriend, we had like a talk. We had this talk. Like
That boy
often.
good. I like that. What
are you talking about?
You a potter.
We had this talk often. I just think it's mad weird if we engage and we living in two separate houses. I think that's always been kind of weird for me. So what I always want to do is I kind of want to get our own place, and then it's basically like a domino effect. You get married, you travel, have kids, white picket fence, dog, all that. Because everyone that knows me, I'm wired as a family man. I know, like, as a Jamaican, they make fun of me. Oh, you a one burner and all that stuff. I get it, but it's like that's just how I naturally view like love and marriages and family. Because the thing about it is, everybody has a everybody has an opinion on my relationship. But the thing is like so much people are rooting for me, and they're just like, oh wait, how come you haven't done? How come you haven't done it? You've been asking this question more than us. We know we have our plan, but it's not the same as everyone else's.
Understood.
They're a united front. I like it.
No, I like it. I mean, I don't really feel like my question was answered in its entirety, but I understand the mindset. I get the mindset. Mm-hmm. You want to be not only financially stable, but socially stable. You want to be in every way ready. Mm-hmm. But that's like trying to get ready for a baby, and you're never gonna be ready for that.
Yeah, no, that's
you're never gonna be ready. Yeah. Like it's just.
I think she like that. She's like,
you're never like. No one is ready in its entirety. You just gotta like I said. Do you love her? Do you trust her? You want to be with her for the rest of your life?
Of course.
So there really isn't no right answer other than I'm about to marry this bitch tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I only say bitch because I don't know her like that, but no disrespect. But like you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. Like if you love her, if you want to be with her, don't let society dictate what you want to be. Don't let society dictate when you should pop the question. If you don't have the ring now, I know dudes right now, bum niggas that propose with no ring. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
he's not. Oh, yeah. He
no, 1,000%. Like you know what I'm saying?
I would not let my guy. You know.
No.
I'm assuming I'm the best man, but I would not let my guy. He crazy as fuck if he think he gonna let somebody be the
1,000%.
Kill that
I'm
nigga
not
right
that guy.
now.
I'm not that guy. But I'm just saying, don't ever let society dictate when you're ready. If you're ready, nigga, do it tomorrow. Just, you know what I'm saying? Invite me to the dinner, whatever it is. Like,
He
I
can
want to
DJ. He can
I can DJ. I can provide the vibes.
As long as you're wearing white pants.
I have like 8 white pants. You already know this. I'm Jamaican.
Bro. But one guess I definitely got to lock in up here is that I got to have Geronimo.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
come up here, please?
I want to say congratulations. Congratulations, 100th episode. Y'all, this is probably like my 3rd time on set with y'all, so I want to let y'all
Both
boys
studios, rare to say.
Rare, new studio, new space. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of y'all.
Before we say anything,
what's up?
You have been the most hyped person that has ever been on the show.
Like energy-wise?
Energy-wise, you've been the most excited to come on. You've had the most energy when you've been on. And you feel me? Every time you come here, you make us feel important. We be like, bro, it's just
you gotta come through.
You make us feel like we the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Bro, I be telling Gary like this is what we do it for. We wanna
same way I treat Dove like y'all superstars.
A space for creatives to come to, and you feel me? We build something together, and we appreciate you.
Told y'all I was coming,
and you
man.
see, me and you have our conversation
for sure.
Aside, but. Thank you for always being a quality guest.
Yes, sir.
And coming with good energy, man. Good spirits. We like that.
Love.
And another reason why I like, bro, you're definitely one of my favorite guests to come on the show is because...
One. He said one. One of the.
I said one.
He said one of the.
One of my favorite guests. I'm going to say the reason why you're one of my favorite guests before I was rudely interrupted. Is because the fact is like you're always, like Cheech said, you were always hyped to come on the show. And what I really much appreciate, I think I told you this, is that out of all the people that do music, you actually treat this place as part of a rollout.
Right.
And I know it sounds kind of light and like kind of cheesy, where it's like, oh, okay,
we watched the same podcast, the Joe Budden podcast.
We watched the same podcast, and the thing is, like you said, oh, I got to do my press run. He's like, he thinks about this show first.
It's an opportunity.
Bro, and you always I'm fucking on my words, guys. Sorry, I'm tired, but you always treated this show like, yo, it's definitely part of the itinerary, and I always appreciate that.
Right.
You, bro. Okay.
Love.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to ask y'all. I'm all about creativity and shit. So out of two of you guys, who's the most creative? on some like
okay.
on some
All
shit
right.
like you thinking of idea and then
That's
like
not even a debate.
it's not even a debate.
Wait, creative in what sense?
I'm talking about whatever idea that like you can just think about it and make it come into like reality within like
Oh, that's
a
Cheech.
split
I'll give that
seconds.
to Cheech.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I'm
You
the
got
most
sauce too,
creative,
man. You got
but
sauce.
he's the more like when it comes to creativity, I'm logical when it comes to life and like dating and stuff.
Right.
Gary is more logical when it comes to budgets. Gary has to tell me, he has to remind me that I'm not rich.
Okay.
Because I'm like, yo, let's do this. And he's like, Cheech.
You find like the best like price and the best, you know what I'm saying?
Not even just that. Is that what I like about Cheech? Cheech does whatever Cheech puts his mind to, it's gonna come to light eventually. That's why I always be freaking banging his head over like, fam, when you know how to do something, it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it for the 10th time, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
That part. All right, man. I just want to say congratulations, man. Y'all doing it. Keep going. It's 2023, so I got a whole bunch of time ahead of y'all, so just keep stepping, man.
I appreciate it.
For sure.
I appreciate it, my
Shit,
God.
the last person I want to invite up here, Osil, come up here for a second.
Who got the mic? Who
Osil,
got
my
the mic?
brother, my friend, a fellow Scorpio. Osil has been there since day one. I'll say that. Osil's been there since day one. He gave himself the title of road manager. I don't know why. Apparently, when we on the road, he want to be in control of certain things.
Cause I've
But
been here.
unbeknownst to me.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm very happy.
What's up,
Proud of y'all
bro?
boys.
Osil is like the friend you love and hate at the same time.
1,000%. But what I will say is, Osil has been one of those people in our corner that keeps it 1,000. Like, he's not gonna sugarcoat. He's not gonna say what you want to hear. He's gonna let you know what it is. And
Of course, for sure, for sure.
we kind of cut from the same cloth, but you feel me? You've been there, bro. You've been at the Rob studio when I was trying to think of this shit, when we was doing episodes and I was frustrated, running behind schedule. You always been there. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
remember when we used to have those conversations in the couch actually.
Yeah.
Pause, like not together. I'm saying like in the house.
Pause. Yes,
yeah, in
I
the
get
house.
it.
Yeah, Alfred Hill. And I was like, y'all boys got that. So I'm glad y'all did it and y'all doing y'all things and I'm always gonna be there for y'all boys. You know that already.
Real shit. And I draw. Listen, I learned a lot about toxicity, and there's a lot of things that I come here and talk about and topics. They are inspired from his life and his dating history, because you know I'm lucky that I'm grateful he's alive. This
like-
man almost get killed by every time he falls in love, he almost get killed.
Yeah, this ain't about me though. This
Yeah,
about y'all
I'm
boys.
saying.
All I'm gonna say is he's not a Celtics fan. Let's put it that way.
All love.
But anyway, like what I love about I'm sorry.
I feel like we're in the group chat right now.
Yeah, G shit.
But like what I would say about Osil is that no matter how like popular we get, no matter how many people want to see us, Osil would always treat us like, oh, we ain't shit. And that's what I do love about you. The fact that you will humble somebody
You know I'm gonna be real.
faster than we would want.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Do you have any questions for us? Real quick.
Not really. I'm just proud of y'all boys, to be honest.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and
Man.
I hope y'all get more episodes and different artists. Hopefully Drake comes.
Shit, yes.
I'm just saying.
Why not? Let's shoot for the stars.
You see what?
Yeah,
I'm just a
real,
fan.
man. But thank you, man,
But
for
nah, I
always being
appreciate
there.
y'all.
Thank you
Always,
for being
you know
a
that.
friend. Thank you
Of
for
course,
always
for sure,
keeping
for sure,
a
for sure.
100. For being our guy, man. Like
One thing I gotta say is Gary need new glasses. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, hold on. Don't run away from it.
Yo, Skipper, you wanna come up here and ask us anything? You good? No. Anybody else has a question?
Last call,
You got something?
of course.
Okay. That might be our last guest for today.
Of course.
But-
I wish you gave him like when you was giving him a great soliloquy.
Yeah,
he was
I
here.
should have introduced. But this is Teddy, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. He's the one that designed our logo that you guys see. That's plastered on all of our streaming platforms and all of our social media pages.
Yeah, my name is Johnson. I go by Teddy. Currently going by Mr. Compa, apparently. Yeah, my question for you guys, which has been sitting on me for a minute, because I've been watching you guys. Even though I don't say too much, I do actually watch y'all quite often. What are you doing to separate yourselves from other podcasts that other people are watching?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Well, number one is from day one, the two things that I always said to Gary is quality and consistency. The quality part is we came to a studio to shoot this, right? We're not sitting in our living rooms, we're not sitting on our bedrooms, we're not sitting in you feel me? Like, and no knock to anybody that's doing it that way. It's just we trying to create a safe space for other creatives, and we want to exude that we invest into ourselves. So we come to a space to create. You get what I'm saying? Because we believe in ourselves and our vision, and we see ourselves on that level. Consistency is we're back to back. Unless he's sick, I'm sick. Nigga, if anything happens to me tomorrow, I break my leg, I expect him to be here next week to record without me. This shit is I don't have to be here for this machine to run. You feel me? So we try to be here unless it's family or something personal happening. We in this motherfucker. You feel me? That's how we bond. As irregular as that sound, you get what I'm saying, as odd as that sound. But I love this nigga. You feel me? That's when we chop it up. And that's when we have
I
our
love you too, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's
Fuck you, man.
that's how we bond and that's how we do our thing. But let me give Gary a chance to answer.
All right. Well, I was gonna say what makes us different from any other podcast is the fact that we're actually our friendship that's off cameras is the same on camera, and I feel like that's like really fucking rare. I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Cheech probably argue out of the 100 episodes that aired, we probably argued like 75.
That's a fact.
Bro, there has been at least probably 1 or 2 times where I purposely did not want to record because this nigga pissed me off that bad.
And I told him, let's use it for content. You're like,
No,
nah, bro.
I'm not.
Let's cool off, bro. I'm like, nigga, you hate me right now. Come on here like you hate me, nigga. Listen, I'm all for it. He's the one that like, Cheech, I think we should take this week off to cool off.
Because there be some times where I just want to choke the nigga. Was that too much information? But real talk, like what separates us, like the fact that our relationship off camera is the same on camera, and the fact that I feel like we have conversations that like people are scared to have on camera.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, that was
And fuck all them niggas that wouldn't work with us and wanted to do something else. I'll say it, Gary. I know you're not gonna say it, but fuck all you niggas. That's it. See you on the other side.
You should.
because I know you guys for a very long time. Actually, think about it now.
Yeah.
Palm Beach State days.
It's been a minute.
So
It's a
from
fact.
there, from the hairstyles back then to the dress code back then to now, I'm very proud of you guys. I hope you look back at everyone who came here to support you guys and really see that you actually have a very strong following.
I appreciate it,
Understand
man.
that your views are going to be jumping up from this point forward. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Oh wait, well before you get up, since we're kind of like closing out the show, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I do like one last thing? Anyone who came and talked, do you mind just coming up here as we do our outro?
Yeah. Anyone that talked, just come up here so we can do our outro, please.
I know it sounds a little corny, but like something for me to remember.
Oh shit.
Oh, thank you.
Let's pop this motherfucker.
No, we not gonna pop nothing in it. There's a lot of expensive shit in here.
Yeah, you right.
No, we not
in
gonna.
front of the glass.
No, we can pop it outside. We not
yeah.
popping shit in exit studio.
That's cool.
Wait. No, I ain't popping shit. There's a lot of expensive shit in here.
You
No,
can hold the fort. You want me to do it?
There's a lot of expensive shit in this. And I want to say thank you for everyone that's came to talk on the show, everyone that's been on the show. I really appreciate all the support and love that you give us. It wasn't easy doing this fucking show. Trust me. Coming from me and coming from him, we do a lot to bring you guys episodes every week.
And by the way, to our credit, sometimes we don't even plan this shit. We come here and smoke this shit like two professionals, by the way.
And sometimes,
I'm just letting y'all know.
and sometimes I just want to say, sometimes Gary cap. Sit down out loud. Sometimes Gary cap. I sit in the chat. I gotta say this out loud here. Gary be capping, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't be capping.
Nobody sees that. I'm protect this nigga, bro.
I don't be
Gary
capping. But anyway, what do you go by, man?
I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. My last thing that I want to say, and that's what I go by, support somebody today. Give them a reason to support you. You do that every day, you win. And be kind to one another. That's it.
Absolutely, man. I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Inside, a.k.a. aka
House arrest.
Black business supporter, aka this has been a great freaking journey, and I can't believe this is episode 100.
AKA Mr. Alsa Rest.
Yeah. And this has been
These Are the Aesthetics. Group pick.